homeless population in the greater Fresno area has almost doubled over the past 2 years. Tonight, CBS 47 investigates, takes a hard look at the money that has poured into our community this year to help reduce the homeless population, and discovers most of it has not been spent. CBS 47 investigative reporter Kara Rucker has spent weeks combing through the numbers.
Right, Catherine, when you add up all the federal and state grants available to our community since the beginning of 2020 and what continues to be awarded, we're talking more than $100 million. That's more money received than ever before.
Have you ever seen this much homeless funding come into our city?
No, absolutely not.
It's a once in a lifetime generational funding opportunity.
Homelessness has gone from a concern to a crisis. In 2018, there were 1,008 homeless in the city and county of Fresno. In 2020, that number increased to 3,251.
What we're facing is a crisis.
Because of the coronavirus, state and federal funding came pouring in.
Having money to work on homelessness is great. Having it all at one time is tough.
The city, county, continuum of care, and the Fresno Housing Authority were recipients of homeless funding. Coronavirus relief came in the form of 15 awards. COVID funds come as an addition to existing grants from the state and federal government not yet used, and another grant on the way, altogether adding up to more than $100 million.
We don't want to leave any of the money on the table because the need is there.
But right now, there are tens of millions left on the table, 9 months into the pandemic.
By December 30th, we'll have spent $5 million.
A little over $5 million total as well.
Then there is HomeKey. $24.1 million was awarded to Fresno Housing Authority. Another $15.3 million to the county. Preston Prince, CEO of Fresno Housing Authority, showed us the 4 motels that will be purchased through HomeKey.
For us, we're really appreciative and thankful of the state giving us this chance. And as I said, we've got to perform. We got some work ahead of us.
Once COVID hit, we have less than a 1% vacancy rate. So where do you move people to?
She says the lack of housing has made spending some of the money difficult.
Do you think we could have spent more of this money to help more people?
I don't know where we would have put more people.
The plan being to use emergency solution grants to help support HomeKey, grants specific for COVID relief.
So that money is not being used.
Right now at this moment, no, it is not being used.
Should we be using it right now in the middle of this pandemic?
So could we use it? Do I have the ability to push out more? Do we have more spaces that we can put people in? Do I have more shelter beds available? Probably not.
Recently, the city, county, and continuum of care were criticized in their handling of homeless. A civil grand jury investigation conducted in 2019 was released in October. The report finds there is a lack of robust central coordination in providing homeless services in Fresno County.
Absolutely, there's work to be done.
The civil grand jury found there to be a lack of transparency at the FMCOC.
Their claim that the continuum needs to share more, absolutely. But I will also tell you why it hasn't happened, and that's because the continuum is all volunteer.
And this could have hindered their ability to effectively spend their share of the funding.
If I would have had, another 20 people, sure, we could have gotten out the whole amount of money and, figured out how we were going to manage that.
The grand jury report says it was evident this all-volunteer organization does not have the necessary resources to provide requisite coordination and oversight.
Yeah, I would say that that's true.
Spies says an initiative Street to Home will soon provide proper oversight and coordination once the board positions are filled.
I think implementing the grand jury's recommendations will be high on our list of priorities.
So, Catherine, we have tens of millions of dollars to go toward homeless resources, but tomorrow night we show you the struggle to get the homeless to accept these services.
Because even though we have the money, a large percentage won't take the help.
Right, absolutely. So of the people that the Homeless Task Force comes into contact with, they say only about 1% actually accept services. And Catherine, we did a ride along with the Homeless Task Force. We're going to have that in our part 2 of this series tomorrow.
All right, Kara, thank you.